All right, a lot of y'all been following about the Bug-atti from my other page, Releasing Club page that don't exist no more. As you may know, I built that engine about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I think. I think it was like 22, 23, and it was supposed to make like over 600 to the flywheel, not to the wheels and stuff. So and I know what you're thinking, why I ain't done yet, and I'm thinking the same thing. But I started changing stuff a lot. So I made a lot of changes. Now we twin turbo on it, and now I was wondering, hey, I might have to change my cam. I got a really aggressive cam, stage 4. I mean, like the lift is 636, duration 233, and the LSA 111, which is that's what I got to watch on the LSA, because that means both valves are open for amount of time. That'll let boost go right through, and so back pressure would be bad. So I would have to have a free flowing exhaust, which I do, and the cam's good about 2,000, 7,300. Start making power at around 35 to 4,000 because the turbos are so big. So what I did was I went to AI and plugged the numbers in on the cam and asked it, would it work good? And look what it spit out. Yeah, 1,500 to 2,000 horsepower. I don't really need all that. I didn't even want that. I just wanted the noise. But I got taken it then. We ain't even got to this part right here. Yeah, I'm throwing that in there too. But yeah, but that's why I ain't done. I've been constantly changing everything. I got I'm gonna start on the war bug. Not now, but it may be the beginning of next year. And I done put too much money in this car to where I got so many parts left from the changes and stuff I didn't use, or stuff didn't know I had, and ordered it again. I could build 2 more. So with just the scraps and stuff laying around. So that's why I ain't done. I've been changing everything, and then with that much power, got to revisit the transmissions. So I do have a 3500 stall, because the turbos are so big, 76 millimeter twins. It's going to be a lot of lag. So me having a 383, it'll be okay. So it's not going to even let up to about 3,500. The stall is to stall it to you get to the RPM, then it dump it. That way it's still going to be good to about it come alive at about 4,000 RPM to 7,300. So that's it's more of a top end thing. If you wanted more torque, you go with smaller turbos, which is what I'm doing with the war bug. It's gonna have 68s instead of what I got twin 76s. So but yeah, that's what's going on. And then I'm gonna have to do the rear end, and the rear end I did the rear end on Moonrock. I got 28 by 16s on the bug. Moonrock got 28 by 10s. The recipe with the tire, the diameter is 456 on the gear. So that means I'm gonna have to revisit the rear end. The bug has a Escalade rear end in it, and actually the block is too. Is from Richard Escalade. I think he had it on 30s. Then Pat had it on 26s before that, and 24. So I'm gonna have to. I'm probably gonna redo that, just because all this life it's had big wheels on it. So, but I don't know if I want to go 456. I'm gonna have the power anyway, so I don't even think it'd be an issue to go 456. Although I don't want it to hook. I wanted to just spin the tire, because I ain't trying to, the car light, and I really don't want it to be lifting up off the ground on the nose. So that's why the engine is in the front, because I originally was going to do a rear mid-engine application in the bug and just modify it to make it work, with a vet transmission, because they was on the rear end and stuff like that. But I changed the line. I was like, yeah, that thing gonna lift off. I don't want that. So it's got a 16 wide, so I think it can handle it. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I'm gonna go 456, but I think right now it's got 410s in there, and I think that's I'm gonna see how that work out first. And if it's hooking too good with that, yeah, I'm gonna go 456, blow the tire off, you know. So cause I mean Moonrock with the 456, bam, I mean it could spin it. You barely touch the gas like this right here. I think that may be what I'm probably gonna go for, but we'll see. I don't know. So constantly changing things. You know, I'm still doing the body so I can get ready to get it painted and stuff. But yeah, I really just wanted the burping sound. Joe can do it now. I got a Gary Powermax turbo on that. You know, so it'll start doing the burping and the stool, whatever they call it and stuff. So the turbo flood is what they call it. So is that bad for the turbos? Yeah. They probably gonna grenade, but I'm gonna have an extra set on deck just in case. So I'm not running blow-off valves so I can get all that back pressure to come through the blades and give me the noise. If you didn't want the noise, they got the ones with the outlets on it to let the pressure out around the propeller so it won't have to go through the propeller and mess it up. So, or just, you know, run blow-off valves, and I'm not running that. So, you know, I want more noise, so that's why I got a bigger intercooler. The intercooler bigger than both my radiators put together. So that'll be a lot of back pressure coming back out to the turbos to give me the noise and stuff. So that's where we at with it. I mean, 1,500 to 2,000, it said capable. And then we ain't even talked about this part yet. So I mean, like, we gonna see. I ain't running it or nothing. You know, I got too much money in it to be running it like that. So it's really a prop vehicle for my business. And it's probably not gonna, my business don't have much to do with cars. So I don't work on cars for a living. I mean, it might look like it. So I do not work on people's cars. You know, if you can, don't hit me up about a car. I don't even talk about cars in person really, unless it's just like one of my homeboys or whatever. But like I be on like investing in credit, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Business stuff learning, you know, something to learn about. But I really ain't in the cars other than that. You know, I'm always on something else. So I mean, if you gotta hit me up about something, I mean, I could refer you to somebody else. So, but I don't work on. I might do like on a day-by-day basis. I probably do 1 hour in the shop, if that. I'll be around there in there looking around like anybody else would, just looking at the stuff in there. So I probably do like maybe an hour a day in there. It's a hobby. It's not like, so don't hit me up. I don't work on car. I don't want to work on your car. I don't even want to work on mine. And it's getting to the point to where something always wrong or this need maintenance. I'm getting tired of that. So I just park it, go jump in something else. But yeah, so I can refer you though, but you know, I ain't doing it. So all right, holla.